And doTERRA means gift of the earth because these oils literally come from the earth. They're taken from the earth and they are distilled and put right into bottles, of course, through a process. And they're mostly done through third world countries. So the reason why I wanted to, you know, have you guys have this piece of paper, I'm also going to read where some of these oils come from so that we can have a better understanding. And then all of our skincare has all different types of oils in it. I'm just going to go over a few oils that are what we call our basic oils that, you know, we think every household should have, and it's pretty life-changing. So 3 cool things about essential oils is with doTERRA essential oils is that they're safe. They're 100% natural and safe, and there's no side effects and no addictions. They go right into the bloodstream, and they mostly just stay in the body for about 3 to 4 hours, except for frankincense will stay in the body for about 12 hours. So they're extracted from plants with amazing health benefits. And we're the only ones, and this is very, very important, that are certified pure therapeutic grade, pure and potent oils. So we are the only oils out there that are literally safe internally and externally. And if an oil says supplement on there, that means it's safe to take internally. If it just says essential oils, that means it's for the outside of the body. So the oils are more effective than the modern approaches to health, and the oils permeate the cell membrane. You guys have heard me talk about this a gazillion times. Well, a lot of people have, that it only takes about 26 seconds for an ingredient to go right into your bloodstream, and these oils literally go right down into your cellular membrane. And then compared to traditional medicine, these oils are just pennies per dose, and they save hundreds of dollars a year in medical costs. I can't tell you how many times I haven't felt good or something's happened and I reach for an oil and boom. I guess a spider bit me in my inner arm today and it was getting really itchy, and I reached for the lavender oil and the itch is gone. The bite hasn't gone away, so I'll do that a couple more times and it will just kind of dissipate. That's how amazing these and how potent these oils are. So can you guys see me? Can people see me?
Yep.
Okay.
We're all
I'm going to hold up some oils that I'm going to talk about. So this is the peppermint. And the reason why I'm reading is because I don't memorize everything. I do use these oils almost every single day. So this is our peppermint oil, which is energizing. It promotes clear breathing. It cools the body and it relieves tension headaches. I use this oil every time I go to work out because it cools my body. At the same time, what it does is if I have a headache or an upset stomach, for the headache, it goes just from temple to temple. And if you have a stomach ache, you can either take it internally in a capsule or around the belly button. And the peppermint oil is for digestion. This oil is found in Washington, D.C. It's one of the few oils, I will say, that's in the United States. And it relieves headaches, like I said, from a temple to temple, the back of the neck. It also can be diffused, and you can mist the body with this. I will tell you, I don't use this oil at night because this oil does energize you. So you want to use this oil more for the daytime or the morning. So, and a lot of people get up first thing in the morning and they just put a couple drops underneath their tongue. It opens up their sinus cavities and it just energizes them for the day. So that's our peppermint oil. Then we are going to go to my absolute favorite oil, and you guys have heard me talk about this a gazillion times. This is the On Guard oil, and On Guard promotes healthy immune function. It soothes sore throats, and it's cleansing for the home and hands. Legally, I can't tell you really what this does, but this is more powerful than what I just said. I'm just here to tell you this oil ought to be in every household. It does kill bacteria and virus, and it was tested by Johns Hopkins, and before they published it, I was at that convention when the head scientist came on stage and had them turn off the cameras and just told us story after story after story of how the On Guard just does amazing things. And one of the stories was, this is her mother who got bronchitis every year, and her mother didn't get bronchitis after using that oil. So the On Guard, it stops the growth of virus and bacteria. You can diffuse it. You can apply on any location. It kills MRSA, and it's antibiotic resistant staph bacterial. So it's just, I hope that made sense. Legally, you know, by the FDA regulations, there's certain things that I can't say, so kind of read through the lines. It can knock out colds. It can help with sore throats. You can take it alone. You can, you know, inhale it. You can put it on your throat, like they said. You can put it on the bottom of your feet. You can sterilize. I'm a fanatic. I don't go anywhere without this oil. It even comes in a hand sanitizer, and I just spray everywhere I go. Sometimes I take a big bottle of it, you know, with water, and put like 10 drops in a big, large bottle, or I walk around with a hand sanitizer, and this has just been my third hand during this whole pandemic. So the next oil I want to talk about is the lavender. So the lavender is very calming for the mind, and it's very calming for the skin, and it's also an antihistamine. Love this oil. It doesn't matter if you ingest it or if you just take a, you know, a breath, just an inhale, because there's 3 ways to use the oils: inhale, diffuse, and internally. So a lot of times I just take the, my allergies are really bothering me, I'll just take an inhale, or I'll put it in a capsule. It's good for sunburns, it's good for burns. My aunt said that this is her go-to in the kitchen, and I do the same thing. If I get burned in the kitchen, I put this on, I forget I was burned. Last year at the yoga fest, I got, even with sunscreen and under canopy, I got very sunburned, and I put this on, and the next day it went from a severe burn down to just a minor burn, to the next day I didn't even realize I was sunburned. So you can use this for mosquito bites, for bug bites, calming animals down, calming yourself down. It's got so many great benefits. And this oil is from France, and it's also really good for insomnia, and it takes the pain out of a bee sting. It definitely takes, I got bit by a bee at the beach, and I ran for this oil. It soothes, like I said, any skin irritation. So, and you just apply on the location. So the next oil on this list is the wild orange. Wild orange, I gotta tell you, for $10, this is the most amazing oil. It energizes, it invigorates, and it uplifts the mood. This oil you can put in your water, you can cook with it, make orange chicken, orange whatever you want to make with it. If you're feeling depressed, you're feeling down, you can diffuse it, you can take it under your tongue, you can just put it on your body. And this oil is from Brazil. And I remember a convention when they were showing us how they do this oil. The orange comes from the rind, and they were showing us how they, in Brazil, how they were distilling it, just squeezing the rind, and you just saw all this juice coming out of the rind. Is just absolutely flipping amazing. So I call this, you know, the antidepressant oil, and or just the feel-good oil. I diffuse it almost every single day just for that uplifting feeling, and just to smell good. And I love the smell of oranges. And it's really good in your water, like I said, and it's really good to cook with. The next oil I'm going to talk about, and I don't have, but I can go get. It comes in an oil, it comes in pill form, and it also comes in a rub. And this is the oil. This oil, actually the rub and this oil, this is what all the Olympians use. Doterra is the only approved products for the US Olympics. And the main oils that those Olympians are using are the deep blue and the frankincense. So we'll get to the frankincense in just a minute. This oil is amazing. It's for soothing achy muscles and joints. It was on a BOGO yesterday, if you guys saw any of my Facebook posts on that. And it eases tension headaches. It does even more than that. I mean, it's just, if you trip and you swell, if you work out and you're sore, I use this sometimes just on the bottom of my feet before I go to work out. You don't want to use too much, because if you use too much, two things can happen. Your body can get too hot, or your body can get really warmed up. This has so many great ingredients in it, and one of the great ingredients in here is wintergreen, and wintergreen is the natural, it's a natural aspirin. And we do have an oil called wintergreen, and I've learned in the last month that the same exact component in an aspirin and wintergreen, they're exactly the same. So this is really good for inflammation too. So achy muscles, people swear by that, and it also comes in it, like I said, in a rub. Next is on the list is the lemon. I don't go a day without my lemon oil. Lemon oil is it's a cleanser for the body, and it's a cleanser for the home. I make lemon chicken with this all the time. It's in my water bottle every single morning when I get up. Again, it's also the rind of the lemon. It can take your water, and it can just balance your water at pH balance to the water. It's invigorating. Boy, that word's hard to say today. What else does it say about the lemon oil in here? It's from Italy. It's a natural antioxidant detoxifier. You can take it in a capsule. It's a cleansing agent, and it also elevates your mood. So if you take the peppermint, the lemon, and the lavender, and you put 2 drops each, either under your tongue or in a glass of water or in a capsule, it is a phenomenal product for your sinuses and your allergies. We also have a product, we also have a gel cap that has just those 3 oils in it that you can also, that's called the Tri-Ease, but that's for allergies, mostly for allergies. So, and then the next oil is the frankincense. Frankincense is the king of all oils. It promotes feelings of calmness, anti-aging, and helps cell performance. It just, what it does is it rebuilds the cells. That's what it does. It's fabulous for wrinkles. It's fabulous if you don't feel good. It's fabulous if you do feel good. It's fabulous if you don't know what oil to use, you use the frankincense oil. And this oil stays in the body for a good 12 hours. And frankincense is from Oman. And I think it's still in Somalia. I think they're pretty close to each other. I always get confused on that when they talk about it. It helps with inflammation. It helps with headaches. You can mix it with all different types of the oils. You can massage it on the feet. And like I said, when in doubt, take the frankincense. You know, a couple years ago, I was heading to fireworks, and I started to get a migraine headache from all the bombs going off around, you know, Huntington Beach. And all I did was take the frankincense, and I put it on my thumb, and I rubbed it on the roof of my mouth. Headache was gone. I even forgot I had a headache. And I had somebody call me text me last week saying I have the worst headache, and she uses the oils, and I said, just take the frankincense on your thumb, rub it on the roof of your mouth for about a good 20 seconds, just massage it in there. And she could not believe it. She texted me within a half hour. She goes, my headache's gone. So the king of all oils. It also helps with dark spots on the face. It's in our skincare. It tastes like dirt. However, I don't care. Every single day when I take the frankincense, I make the same face, I make the same comment, and it tastes horrible. I don't care, because I know what it's doing for my body. So anyhow, those are just a few of the oils. Are there any questions?
Are any of these dangerous for animals if I diffuse it?
No. Well, I didn't talk about that oil. There is one oil, and actually just today I learned that I can get certified of how to use the oils on animals. The only oil that they say do not use on animals is tea tree, the tea tree oil. I only use this oil in a capsule. Now, I recommend this for every household because the tea tree oil, I'm going to reach in the tea tree oil. It's on here anyhow. We called it Melaleuca for the longest time, and they just changed the name to tea tree because it is the tea tree oil. It is from Australia. It's a first aid ointment, and it is for skin irritations, athlete's foot. It's for funguses. You can put it in your shampoo and your conditioner for psoriasis or any kind of conditions you have in the head. I take this every single day because I know it really, I have a lot of sinus issue. So I also take this, and it's also in what we call what we used to be called the Flom, because when it was called Melaleuca, but I think it's now called the Float, which is frankincense, tea tree, On Guard, lemon, and there's one more. There's 5 oils that we put together that's our antibiotic oil. This oil I do not diffuse at all because I have a dog and a cat. So this is the only oil that they highly recommend. However, I use lavender all the time, and I diffuse the citrus oils every single day in here. And I have to tell you, my friend's mother passed away and gave me her dog, and her dog looked like it was going to die when it got here. And they came over to visit the dog, and they even said to me the other day, I've had her for a year. She looks like a puppy now. And I swear to you, it's these oils. I use them. I just diffuse an oil every single day. Why not? Especially if it's uplifting. Another oil that used to be in the kit, it's not so much anymore, and that is, well, you still can get it though, is the Digestine. This is another oil. I swear by this for humans and for animals. Digestine is, that one too. Digestine is for immune support. It's from Turkey, and it's a naturally supports the immune system. You just can take it in a capsule. It even comes in a pill form, and it works. Excuse me. I read oregano. I'm like, wait a second. That doesn't sound like Digestine. Digestine is, it helps support. Although I will tell you with the oregano that I was just reading, it does help for food poisoning and does help with the stomach aches, and it is our natural antibiotic. I've talked about that before. So that is another one that's great for when you don't feel good. But Digestine is for food poisoning also. It's for acid reflux, nausea, constipation, and diarrhea, literally in minutes. 5 drops around the belly button, rub it in clockwise, and you will feel a big difference within minutes. And I've used this on animals. Heather, are you thinking about using the oils on animals?
No, just for me, but I was just trying to make sure that if I did diffuse that they were safe for him, because I do have a dog.
Yeah, they are safe. So this is also very good, like I just said, for children 6 and above, although we have used it on little ones, and for adults and dogs. So one time, my son's dog who's passed, but this was a few years ago, he was up all night with her at his apartment, and he dropped the dog off, and he said, I'm really sorry, Mom, but you're not going to have a very relaxing day because she's been going to the bathroom all day, and he fights me on the oils all the time. And so he dropped her off, and when he left, I put 2 drops around her belly button of the Digestine and a drop of the frankincense. And he called me a couple hours later, and he goes, how's your day going? I go, we're great. She's sound asleep. What? I go, I told you. This works great. And then I went to the Doterra convention. My cat got stressed, came back. She was going to the bathroom like 20 times in one day. I freaked. I put 1 drop on her belly, 1 drop, went away. So, you know, it's hit or miss. You know, it doesn't mean that every animal or every human that's the way it's going to work. This is just the way it's worked for most people. So if one oil doesn't work for you, then there's plenty of other oils that we have that can take their place, because, you know, everybody's body's made up differently. Another oil that I absolutely swear by is from Brazil. It's called Copaiba. It can either be said Copaiba or Copaiba. It's from the Brazilian Amazon. This is our CBD oil. This is for pain, it's for heart, it's for anxiety. And this is another oil I don't go a day without, because I'll tell you, mix this. And then we have the turmeric. When I mix the turmeric and the copaiba together, pain just disappears. So these are two really good oils for pain that I highly recommend and swear by. And then we have a new oil that came out last year. It comes in a roller, and it comes in the 15 ml, and it also comes in a pill form. This is for anxiety. This is our adaptive. Absolute. Hello? Oh, this is our adaptive. It's great for anxiety if you have stress going on. If you just have like a high energy day and you want to come down, if you've had something really tragic happen, if you've got PTSD, any kind of hyperness or anxiety, this is called adaptive. And one drop, one inhale, and it can, I literally had a client go from a 10 all the way down, like it just chilled her in a matter of seconds. She had to sit down. She thought she was going to faint, but she took a big inhale. So it's very strong, very potent, and you just have to see how, you know, your body engages. Like, although she walked in, she was at a 10. She probably was at like a 20. So it took her from a 20 all the way down with a matter of seconds. So just one drop at a time, you know, that's all these oils are. You do one drop, and if that doesn't work, you can go to another drop. So, and then any questions?
Hey, Shifra, I do have a question for you. Heather, it was funny that she asked at the same time I was about to chime in, but my dog got a little wound, so I thought it was fitting that she asked, is there something that you might recommend for, you know, like it's not an open wound now, but something that might be healing for a dog specifically?
Frankincense.
Okay.
I always put frankincense on an animal when they have a wound.
Okay.
I mean, I'll tell you another story about frankincense. The same dog, this dog, my son woke up one morning and it had a big lump on its thigh, you know, and he ran her to the vet. And then he called me. He wanted to use my care credit. He's like, it's $3,000 for one test. Said, forget it. Not when we have the oils. No. And he said, well, they're saying it's cancer. I'm like, okay. Just bring her home. Bring her home. So we brought her home, and like I said, he's not a big believer. Well, he wasn't a big believer in the oils. And this big lump, this wasn't a wound, Adam. However, I've used it on wounds. In 5 days, that lump was gone. Wow. 5 days with frankincense. So this dog that I have now, when she got here, she has elephant ears, what they call it, and sometimes she scratches it so hard that it bleeds sometimes. Mm-hmm. And I just use the frankincense on her. I swear by frankincense for anything. My dog before her bit me because I came up from behind him and I scared him. It was my fault. Within seconds, for me, I put tea tree on and then frankincense, and it healed. So I wouldn't use the tea tree on them, but you definitely can use the frankincense and the lavender. So, and I am going to take that class most likely, Adam. So, to learn about animals, and how to use the oils on animals. I do have a whole list, but I don't hesitate. I really don't. And sometimes another great one, my son's cat had a bladder problem recently. And they took it to the vet, and just horrible things, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Brought it home. It happened again. Screaming, blood. It had the kidney stones or a bladder or stone. It had a stone. And so all I had to do was send out some messages, and a vet that had already put a protocol together. We put it in a roller with some fractionated coconut oil, and all they do now is rub this protocol on the cat's spine and massage it in, and they haven't been back to the vet. Wow. They've not been back to the vet. So depending on what it is, I can always, you know, find out. I have an app, or you can download an app. We've got a Life Essentials book. I have a Modern Essentials book. If a question is to be asked, I'm here to find it for you. So I didn't know anything about these oils when I got involved. All I ordered was peppermint. That was it. I think I just got peppermint, and I didn't know anything else. Now I could open up a store, and I have oils everywhere in my house, everywhere. I could just look everywhere, and I have oils. I could tell you about all of them. You know, the citrus oils are really important every single day. We have tangerine, clementine, the wild orange, the lemon. There's so many other citrus ones, and citrus is really important. It boosts your immune system, and it just kind of filters your body out and just kind of evens out the pH in your body. So I highly recommend that every single day. So did that answer your question, Adam?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Hey,
Did I see there was a question in the, yes?
well, here's a little thing. I've been using the oils way before, as you know, before you even were involved in them. This is a little thing for your pet's collar, and it's a little mini diffuser. That would be something you should look into, and I can get you this information so you can put this on your dog's collar and put the oil, like the lavender to help relax them. And it's great.
Well, actually, that's a fabulous idea. And I'll tell you another thing that's really good about that is we have an oil called Terra Shield, and Terra Shield kills fleas. So you could put the Terra Shield every day onto that in that little diffuser thing, because
Right.
and because it's just a combination of oils. There was just another oil they talked about recently that's really good for bugs also, but the Terra
Will
Shield
it
is the
take
one.
ticks off too? Can you get?
Well, I don't know about ticks. Ticks is something that kind of sucks into the blood.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think that that's something different. But the lavender, I remember the very first 4th of July that I was involved with Doterra, and my dog, before this dog, my Schnauzer, used to go crazy. And I diffused lavender and Serenity in the diffuser, and those dogs were asleep when I came home. And the booming was going on. The booming was going on pretty loud. So all you have to do is put it on their back paws, and they'll kind of chill out. So do you use it on your animal, Victoria?
Oh, just the lavender.
Yeah.
But
It's a good
that
one
was
to use. But you got muted. You're muted.
sorry.
That's okay. What did you say?
No, not on my current dog because nothing bothers her. But my past dogs, I did. And there's also, I know it's going to be in your book that there's a recipe for bug bites too. When your dog or yourself gets bug bites, there's a combination. You can put in a little spray bottle and
Yep.
do it with a fractionated coconut oil, and it relieves bug bites, and it's really good too.
Right. There were any other questions?
You said you had a sale the other day on your Facebook page. Is that
Oh, yeah.
where we can buy stuff through you, or
Well,
how does that work?
I'm going to talk about that in a second. We just had a BOGO. So the BOGOs are over. It ends today. The BOGO today is one of the most expensive oils that doTERRA has. It's life-changing. It's called Melissa. Melissa is, they said another word for it is lemon balm. It's a very expensive oil. And so that's what today's oil is. And you get a free clementine, and you get a free Roman chamomile. Roman chamomile is the one that you also get for free too. Roman chamomile, I can only use on the weekends in my diffuser because it zonks me right out more than the Serenity does. Serenity has a combination of oils that will relax me and help me go to sleep. Roman chamomile just zonks me out. Although it's really good to put in your moisturizer for your skin, you can put it in your tea. So that's what's going on today. And yesterday was some other oils. We've had it been going on, but today's the very last day. And I don't really want somebody to spend, I'm gonna be honest, $115 for 2 oils when you can get so many more oils for just a little bit more. So that's just, I'm just being really honest with you guys. Although I'll tell you, Melissa is like a phenomenal oil. Another oil that we have, and I won this oil last year, it's a $365 oil. I should say that's the most expensive oil. It's called the Queen of all oils, and it's rose. Rose is like frankincense. When you don't know what to use rose. It is, the power in rose is just absolutely insane. And it also comes in a roller. And when I say a roller, that means the oil is in there with fractionated coconut oil. So it goes into the body a little slower than if you just use it neat with straight. It just kind of, it's almost like time released. And rose is really good for hydration on the skin. Did you have another question, Victoria?
Tell them about Deep Blue for pain.
I did.
You know what? Charlene has a
Oh, I
question.
missed that one. Sorry.
Shifra,
Okay.
what was the first oil you showed us? Charlene wanted to know.
The first oil was peppermint.
Oh, peppermint. Okay.
Yes. Did she have a question about peppermint?
I don't know. She just wanted to know what the first oil you showed us.
It's for cooling the body. It's for opening up the sinus. It's invigorating. It's just good for indigestion. It's good for bad breath. It comes in a little beadlet. It comes in a bottle. So
My girlfriend swears by it for menopause hot flashes too, and especially like night sweats. She keeps the little beadlets by her bed and swears
Yeah.
by it.
oh, the beadlets are in my purse. You know, we have emotional oils. When I say a roller, I'll show you guys. This is a roller. This is a roller compared to a straight. So this oil right here has fractionated coconut oil already mixed in. Love this oil. This is passion. Just gives you so much great feeling about yourself.
Did you type in your website in there?
I'm gonna get all there. I'm gonna get there.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. So I'll just let you get, so oils come in the 15 mLs, not all of them, but they either come in 15 mLs or 5 mL. So the 15 mL has 250 drops, and the 5 mL has about 75 to 80 drops. What is the oil for tension headaches and tensions throughout the shoulders? Well, that is another oil that I have right here. Actually, this was in the BOGO yesterday. That's past tense. Past tense is really great for headaches, as well as, so is the peppermint, and so is lavender. But if you're looking for a headache oil, that is past tense. And
Past
you
tense
just
is
roll it.
great.
Yeah. I found out, Victoria, you know, the smell that we don't like
Yeah.
is cilantro. And I love eating cilantro, but some of the oils that I'm like, and you know, sometimes you just have to get used to it. Like I just took a smell of the past tense right now, and it used to just make me just go insane in my head of the smell, and I'm really used to it now. So the body does get used to this kind of stuff.
Yeah. I don't mind it. My husband hates that smell, but I don't mind it, but I find it quite effective.
Yeah, it's
Past
very
tense, the
effective.
headache one.
It's really great for headaches.
Yeah.
So let me just share with you guys. There's three types of people who use the oils. The people who just want to use it for wellness. That's it. There's people who want to share it and get their products paid for. That means that they just tell their friends, and that pays for their products because Doterra pays you. Or you can be a builder and you can earn income and make it a business, and it can be a really great business. And there's three ways to get Doterra. The first way I don't recommend for anybody unless you own a business, and that's retail. It's the most expensive, and we really only recommend it for professionals, you know, if they're going to sell it in a professional, like if you go to the Living Temple over there at Old World, Robin sells it retail to you. I mean, he'll tell you how to get it the other ways, but he'll sell it retail to you. And I used to go in there and get Doterra before I signed up with Doterra, buy it retail. He never told me that I could sign up with the next way I'm going to tell you, which is the wholesale way. And that's the best way to get your products. It's just like getting a membership at Costco. You go into Costco and you get your stuff for below retail. And so when you have a wholesale membership, you get it at below retail cost. And Victoria, I believe that's what you are. You're a wholesale buyer.
That's
I'm
what
a
I do, yeah.
builder. I'm a builder, and Victoria is a wholesale customer. They're exactly the same. There's no difference in how you get the oils. There's no difference in how you sign up. The only difference is that I make an income and Victoria does not. And that's just by choice. She can at any time call Doterra and give them her social security number, and she can then start using it, you know, Doterra as a business. That's what I love about this company. They don't want anybody to pay retail. That's crazy when you don't have to. And then we have the wholesale plus points for free products. I don't know if you're on that, Victoria, or not, but that is the best. That is a deep saving below wholesale when you begin with the starter kit. I'm going to tell you about the starter kits in a second. And they waive the $35. But there is a point system with Doterra called LRP, and it's just like buying oils, and you get points, and it's a no-brainer. They start out anywhere from 10% and go all the way up to 30% through a period of time. I'm at 30%. I get 30% off of every order that I put in every month because you do run out of stuff. I mean, we have toothpaste. We have the whole, you know, this is just one of the skincare sets. This is just one. For the dry skin, the essential set, you get 7 to 8 products. And the reason why 7 to 8 is because one's on back order. They redid the packaging for $206.50. I mean, you can go to the department stores and get pure junk. I'm talking junk. One product for $200. This is Doterra with essential oils in there. And look at my skin. I'm a great example of how great it is. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Didn't you have makeup too from doTERRA too?
No, we don't have makeup.
Oh, that
They'll
was just,
never
that
do
was just
makeup.
the oils. Okay.
Yeah,
That was something
yeah,
else.
they'll never, no, they don't want to get into that. They won't even do sunscreen.
Mm-hmm.
They won't do sunscreen. There is an oil. It's a oil called Helichrysum. Helichrysum, you can put 1 drop into your moisturizer, and it is a natural sunscreen.
Okay.
It's a very expensive oil that only comes in the 5 ml.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even want to get into the jars of skincare of sunscreen. They don't want to do it. That's not their thing. So I didn't talk about one other thing. I just want to talk about, you know, you hear me talk about the skincare and the makeup, or the skincare and the oils. That's not their biggest seller. Their biggest seller are their supplements. And I just want to share this about the supplements with you. And I believe it's on this too. So they're called the Lifelong Vitality Pack and the Maximum Nutrition for Energy, Focus, and Well-Being. And it's healthy, inflammatory response, immune function. So here they are. So we've got the Alpha CRS Plus. This actually gives you the body, the cells. This energizes your cells. No shakes, no jitterness. You just you're supposed to take 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, or 2 in the afternoon and 2 with dinner. I don't even drink coffee, so I don't take that much. I take less than that, and it energizes me. Then we have the Micro Plex Vm. This has your fruits and vegetables and minerals in it. Phenomenal. You take it along with it. And then we have our essential megas. This has got omega-3, omega-6, and omega-9. I believe it's also got marine fish oils in here. It's just phenomenal. You get all this, over $250 to $300 worth of supplements for $79 a month. I get it for $89 a month because, and sometimes it lasts me longer than that because I forget to take it sometimes, even though I know how well it's going to make me feel. I get the vegan ones. For some reason, the vegan just sits with my body. I'm lactose intolerant. And so when they came out with the vegan, I switched to the vegan, and it's just, I feel fabulous on it. So believe it or not, that is doTERRA's #1 selling product compared to the oils, the skincare, and everything else. They've got toothpaste, laundry detergent, body lotions. Their body lotions are amazing. Deodorants, they're all natural. Everything's natural here. So, any questions on that? Nope. I'm taking there's no questions. And anything in the chat, Tina?
I'm not seeing any new questions in the chat.
Oh. So there are, hold on a second. There are a couple ways.
Now, how often are your sales?
What do you mean by that?
Like you just had the buy one, get one, right? Sale?
Yeah, that comes around maybe twice a year.
Okay.
But right now with COVID going on, I think what they're doing is they're wanting to help people save money.
Mm-hmm.
So they had some really great BOGOs. It was all on Facebook. I did everything on, are you guys, Victoria, did you see any of mine? Is she gone? You guys
What
are
was that,
muted.
Shifra?
Did you see any of my Facebook posts about the BOGOs?
I did not. I have not been on that in like 2 days. But I do get it, and I saw it today. I get a mailing, so I'm on the
Because you
mailing
should
list.
get it. That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
should get it
I
because,
saw that one for the one today, yes.
yeah, because you get it in the email. So
Right,
that's a really good,
yeah.
So
Taking
we do
advantage
have,
of some of those.
pardon me?
I've taken advantage of some of those, for sure.
Yeah, they're great. They're absolutely phenomenal. I
Now-
bought the whole box.
Now,
I bought the,
Shifra, I know that you mentioned before that some of your proceeds go to a charity or something. What did you?
well, when you get our rose oil, when you get our rose hand lotion and you get our hope oil, it goes to our, it does go to charities. We have a numerous amount of charities that we donate to. So it's called the Healing Hands Foundation. And in the Healing Hands Foundation, every time you buy hope oil, it goes into that foundation. What I love about this hope, every time an Operation Underground Railroad rescues somebody who's been trafficked, because we're very involved with Operation Underground Railroad. And the movie about Tim Ballard's coming out very soon. So, and Tim's at our conventions all the time. So what they do is every time they're rescued and they are given a bottle of hope, even if they haven't gotten to a safe place yet and they just get them out of where they are. And there is when they give it to them, they have information of where to call so that they can go into a safe place. So 100% proceeds. I mean, how does it get any better than that? I mean, they've rescued a lot of people. It's what they've done for women and children. It's just unbelievable through that. Operation Underground, phenomenal organization that goes towards, yes, or in children. Yes, they rescue children. But we have many other, we are very involved in the Huntsman Cancer Women's Clinic in Utah. So we donate to them. So there's so many other charities. I could just go on and on and on. I donate every month when I'm putting in my order. And they don't care. They don't care how much you donate. Just donate $1, donate $5, $10, but at least it's something. And then at our conventions, they are always asking us to bring underwear, just essentials, underwear, bras, boxes, just something for the girls, t-shirts, toothpaste. They're always looking for that kind of stuff. So I buy a little packet that I know that these kids are going to get, and that helps, give them money too. So now let's talk about the enrollment kits. So you can buy the oils. You can sign up for $35, and you can get any oils that you choose. $35 gets you a wholesale account, and or if you would like to be a part of the business. I'm not assuming that anybody here wants to be a part of the business because you always own your own business. If you know anybody that's looking for their own business, you can do Doterra as a business. As a wellness advocate, as a wholesale customer, excuse me, I'm just going to bring this up because it timed out. So we have a couple of kits, and when you do these kits, they waive the $35. So I talked about the 5 ml. So in the 5 ml kit, it's retail-wise, it's $213.33. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I already knew it had 10, but I just like to count it out. You get 10 oils. And at wholesale cost, it is $160, and it comes with a diffuser. And it comes with, I know the oils, but I'm going to just read them off for you guys. Just so. They changed the kits lately. I used to have this memorized. I never even had to look but they changed some of the kits. It comes with the lavender, the lemon, the peppermint, the tea tree, the oregano, the frankincense, the deep blue, the breathe. Oh, I didn't talk about breathe. Oh my gosh. I'll talk about breathe in a second. The breathe and the On Guard and the Digesti. I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I recommend this kit for absolutely everybody. This used to come in the 15 mLs and they took it away. I do not know why. Now it just comes in the 15 or the 5 mLs, which is fine. It gets you started. It's a great way to get started. And let me jump just for a second because I did not read about the Breathe. I swear by Breathe. If you've got asthma, Breathe is absolutely fantastic. It relaxes the body. You can diffuse it at bedtime. It's for allergies. It's for sinus congestion. It helps with the clearing the lungs, and it's ideal for anybody with asthma. And you apply to the chest, to the lung points, and or the sinus area. So this also comes. This is not a sublingual, in the mouth oil, although it's my go-to almost every single night if I'm congested. I don't diffuse this as much as I put it on my body, the Breathe. And I do not leave the house. Most people don't leave the house without peppermint. I have this in my purse at all times because I never know what pollution or what's out there that's gonna just clog me up, and I just can't stand that feeling. So anyhow, any questions on that kit? Because I'm gonna talk about another kit after that. It also comes with a diffuser. So for $160, you get all those 10 oils in the 5 ml, and you get a diffuser with that. That is just a great deal. And then the other kit that we have that I recommend, it's called our Healthy Essential Kit. The other kit that I talked about was the Healthy Start Kit, but this is the Healthy Essential Kit. And this kit is what they changed. And it's okay because, I still use every single one of these oils. This oil comes with, this kit comes with the adaptive that I talked about, which helps with calming and improving attention. It helps with, if you're not focused, it brings you to really focus, attention, and it's really good for anxiety. I didn't think I'd ever use this oil. I use it every single day. Just right before I go to bed, it just kind of gives me that chill. I may get able to focus and go to sleep instead of my brain going off into another world. It just helps my brain relax. It also has the Balance Oil, which is a grounding oil. I don't go a morning or a night without balance on the bottom of my feet. I recommend this for men and women. Absolutely incredible. I have a friend, she can be really moody and really bitchy. And I said to her, you got to use this oil every single day. It's on the bottom of your feet. We've really seen a difference in her personality. It also comes with the Breathe. It comes with the Deep Blue oil. It comes with the Copaiba, which I told you is like our CBD oil. Breathe is great. I wake up in the middle of the night. Oh, so I do the same thing, Victoria. It's right next to my, Breathe is on my, all I have to do is kind of reach in the middle of the night if I feel clogged, and it's right under my nose, and I can go back to sleep. So she just said that she uses it in the middle of the night a lot, the Breathe.
I keep lavender by the bedstand also. I wake up in the middle of the night, can't go back to sleep, so I use my lavender to help me go back to sleep.
I use Serenity. Yeah, I use Serenity. Serenity does have lavender in it and other calming oils. So yeah, I have so many oils on my nightstand, but right next to me is Breathe. It's I just have to be able to reach for that. So the Copaiba one I was talking about is the oil that's like our CBD oil. It has, except CBD has little traces of THC in it. Ours has no THC in it, and it something with the receptors. It doesn't attack the receptors. It kind of calms the receptors in the body. And when taken internally, it helps support the cardiovascular system. It's great for digestion, and it's great for the nervous system. I was in Las Vegas, I think it was in Las Vegas, and I ate something, my stomach was just horrible. I was using the Digestine, the Copaiba, and Frankincense around my belly button, and it just did amazing things. So see, these have multiple physical and multiple emotional benefits, the oils. The oils just aren't for one thing. They've got multiple benefits.
I have to say something. The Copaiba smells really, really good when you diffuse it.
Oh,
if
yeah.
You smell it out of the bottle. It's kind of very woodsy and barky smelling, it smells like tree bark.
Yeah.
But when you diffuse it, it has amazing
sweetness.
smell,
it has a sweetness to it.
And it is one of my favorites.
And this comes in a gel cap also, Amy, just so you know. It comes in a gel cap. People swear by this with a Deep Blue for pain. They swear by this. I use it with, what oil did I say? I use it with the turmeric. And we also have turmeric. With turmeric comes in is another really great one for pain. So
Shifra,
anyhow,
Shifra, why do you put it in your belly button?
because that's where your intestines are. So you want to use it in the areas. So if you use it around your belly button and then you just massage it in, sometimes if my intestines like up at the top, if I'm feeling like it's like kind of tight there and heavy, I'll rub it up, but you always want to go clockwise. And if it feels like it's lower down, then I'll do it below the belly button. And we also have peppermint gel caplets that are really good for indigestion and heartburn. Fabulous. I thought, yeah, right. How good's something like that going to be? It's a peppermint. You get that heartburn if you eat too much spicy stuff or something doesn't agree with you. And I'm telling you, it literally, it's like magic. Some of these oils are like magic. So in the healthy kit, you get the adaptive, you get the breathe, you get the balance, you get the deep blue, the Copaiba, you get the digesting, the lavender, the lemon, and the on guard, and the peppermint. And you also get a diffuser. I mean, I can't hear you, Amy.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying that's such a great deal. You get so many basic starters. You can mix them. You can use
There's
them
like
together.
1,000 different protocols. There's 1,000
Yeah, it will
protocols.
cover so many ailments and so much of everything just in that kit alone.
And yeah, and so this is why, you guys, what I would like for you guys to do, I'm going to put my information in the chat. And if you're interested, could you let me know? Because this is what I do, is I find out what your elements are. I found out what, this kit might not be the kit for you. It might be another kit that's better for you. Or maybe, we can mix and match and then you have to pay the $35. But and you can always buy every month and get the points. So this just isn't a one-way ticket of how to do things. There's so many different ways of doing things. And, you can take 10 oils and have 1,000 different protocols. Sorry, I have to leave. Thanks for being the presenter today. Okay, Debbie, okay, she had to leave. I have a neighbor that they weren't sleeping, that their baby was teething. And all I did was tell them to put a drop. I made them a little tiny little sample. Baby sleeping, and it was just absolutely amazing. And so lavender does nothing for me to go to sleep. Nothing. I either have to use Serenity or I have to use Roman chamomile. But if I use lavender, nothing. Absolutely nothing for me. So, but you heard Victoria say she uses lavender and it helps her go back to sleep. So that's just the difference, of how people react to stuff.
Yeah, it just relaxes me just enough that it just, I read my book and it just kind of just helps a little relaxing.
It does nothing for me, like nothing. But like I said, the Serenity that has the other oils in it, that does what lavender does for you. It just gives me that relaxing feeling and I can just drift right off to sleep. So are there anybody who's interested in sitting down with me or talking or wants to learn more? Just put a yay or pop in here. And
Yeah, just send the site and I'll let my wife look at it. She's more into oils and she's been doing that for years. So it'll be a new something for her to look at.
yes, I will tell you, up until tomorrow, if you order anything by tomorrow, when you buy $150 worth of oils, which is that beginner starter kit is $160, they're giving you $50 in free oils for next month for new people, just for an FYI. So, and I can give you my website and you can also go on there and you can order on your own. I just like to sometimes make sure that I'm there to assist you in any way possible. So for everybody, and if you want to write this down, it's my.doterra.com/Shifra Nancy. And then I'm going to give you my doTERRA ID number. So that way I get, an email when I know that you have signed up and we can talk. We always like to educate. So I don't want people just getting the oils and not being educated. I want you to know what you're getting. Wait, 2133112. I always have to say that out loud so that I know my ID number. This isn't about just taking an oil and slapping it on. This is about really understanding what you're getting and knowing how to use it. Doterra doesn't want you getting these oils and just putting them on the shelves or guessing. It's more about education. And like I said, I bought one oil 5 years ago. One. I have a gazillion. And I can tell you how to use every single one of them. Lemongrass, fabulous oil. Like, I think it's a $15 oil. It is great if you trip and fall and it takes swelling down. You use that and you use the deep blue on top of that. You have got such a great protocol for pain. It's also really great in energetic boundaries. Like if you know somebody's been in here and their energy's just hasn't jived with you, you can either diffuse it before they get here or after they leave. And it's kind of like you hear people sage their house. Well, lemongrass can do the same. We have another oil that does that too called Purify. It purifies those fires. When we had the fire the other day, which was right by my house here, did you guys hear about the fire right here in the Bullseye? I immediately had lemon and Purify in my diffuser. Actually, in 3 diffusers, I had the Purify in there and never choked once. I also had the ACs on, but I didn't choke. It didn't come through the filters. So it just kind of purified the air. So are there any questions even on, getting your own kit? Any questions on that?
Just a quick note from me, Shifra, I did put your site in the chat. So if anybody's looking to visit the site, you can see there in the chat.
Yeah, and my ID number is really important too.
Yep.
So when you go there, any questions here? We also have, I just want to share this with you guys too. We have what we call, we have a healthy home kit. And the healthy home kit, you get the shampoo, conditioner, you get the mouthwash, you get the shampoo, you get 10 oils, and you get our hand wash. Our hand wash has that On Guard in it. I have it at the bathroom sink and kitchen sink. I just know that my hands are having On Guard on them every time I wash my hands. It's the first thing I do when I come in the door, pop that hand wash, and I know I got On Guard on there for my 20 seconds and rinse off. The mouthwash has On Guard in it. It kills the bacteria inside your mouth. We've got household cleaners. We also have a simple solutions kit, which is $105. You get the lemon, On Guard, and Serenity. Those are 3 oils you've heard me talk about a lot, and the deep blue for $105. And we also have a natural solutions kit. I know this is gonna sound like a lot of money, but I have everything in this. I spent a lot more money in this because I bought it, in little steps. And that's for $570. You get like a gazillion oils and everything to change your household. And that's the whole thing here. With doTERRA that I love, you can change the way you're living. This is a natural way of living your life because we have a fabulous On Guard cleaner that I do the toilets with, I do the countertops with, I use on stains on my clothes. It's just, it is a chemical-free house in my house. It's chemical-free. Everybody's using the Lysol wipes, and then people are freaking out because they can't find the Lysol wipes. I've not had an issue. I've got 2 or 3 bottles of On Guard here because I don't want to run out. You don't want to ever run out of On Guard, ever. And then I have the hand sanitizers that's in my purse, and I'm a fanatic. But I was a germaphobe before this all started. I'm not afraid of COVID. I just don't like germs. So it's been a real blessing for me to have the On Guard. I have it in my purse, On Guard little bottle. I have the spray, so. Amy, did you have a question? You were going to say something? No.
No, sorry. I was just gonna say that I use the orange for cleaning my kitchen. It's really good.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great degreaser.
And so is
it's
the lemon.
so much cheaper than other cleaners. Just mix it with water and literally I spray my counters, my stovetop. It cuts through all the grease.
The lemon and the orange will do that.
Lemon and orange, yeah.
Yeah, and the
Great
orange.
for your kitchen and
If
bathroom.
I get something stuck on a plate, not a plate, on a pan, that won't come out, you have to let it sit for a minute. I pour a little bit of lemon on there and I just scrubs right off. Yeah. You get marker on the wall. I do the windows with the lemon. I haven't used the orange on the windows. I have oranges in my diffuser every single day. Every
I
single
love orange.
So anyhow, anybody who buys a kit within the next week will get a free wild orange from me. And anybody who sends me a referral will get a wild orange from me. Where's my wild orange? Where's the wild orange? I swear by this oil. I mean, I can't be without this oil. So a referral and or you get a kit in the next week. Well, the referral for anything. Anytime you do a referral, I will give you a wild orange. No questions asked. If you get a kit in the next week, I'm going to give you, that's my gift to you guys.